Hello guys, and welcome back to my channel. So, in my previous video, I unpacked a lot of art supplies from this huge Christmas box from Upcrate, and now it's swatching time. Let's swatch. I already made a painting with these this squeegee and the acrylic colors that came with it. I will show you this painting. I will not swatch these acrylic paints again because I already have them. I will not be swatching the things that I will give away, and I will not be swatching any duplicates. So this is everything we're gonna swatch. I will be swatching on the Artspace Sonic Wall paper because I am very excited to see how it does, especially with the alcohol markers. It is very thick paper. I will be swatching some art supplies in my black sketchbook from Sakura. I will be swatching on Bristol board sketchpad. This is very smooth. This has very nice paper quality. This is just amazing. I think I will have a lot of fun with this. And the majority of things I will swatch in this mixed media sketchbook from Artspace. So let's start with all our sketching supplies. So I'm very curious to try the white ones in the black paper. Okay, so I will swatch here. I will start with this blue kind of like sketching pencil. It is a very soft blue. You can make pretty fine lines with it. It feels like you can't really get much color down, but I mean that's good because you don't want it to have so much color. Like you can see if I try and sketch here, it's very light. If I press hard and try to put down color, then it'll get there. It'll get some color down on the paper. So let's see how it's erasable with this eraser that came with it. And ooh, okay, I did not expect that. That erases very well. That is amazing. Okay, I am pleasantly surprised with this one. Let's see the red one. And I am expecting it to be the same. Yeah, it feels weird on the paper. Like it's really hard to get quite a bit of color down, but once you're getting the color down, it's awesome. And it doesn't erase as good as the blue, but also it erases really, really good. So do you see that? See how well that erased? That's amazing. Okay, these are very good pencils for actually sketching, for construction sketches. Amazing. I am pleasantly surprised by those. Okay, now I have a new battery in my camera. So now there is this HB charcoal from Rembrandt. Let's try this one. Okay, this has a nice charcoal feel to it. And this is 2B of the exact same. Oh yeah, this is much softer and way darker than the other one. Okay. Let's use this blending stump and see if we can drag it. Oh yeah. Ooh. You can blend this one very well, and this one I'm guessing too. Yeah. Ooh. This is fun, you guys. Ooh, I like it. Okay, well, we cannot swatch all the white things on white paper because, well, it's white. So I'm gonna swatch those in a minute in the black sketchbook. What's that? That's also black chalk in number 2, whatever that means. Oh, this is very, very soft and very, very dark. This is even softer as the 2B one from Rembrandt. So let's see how this one blends. I'm expecting it to blend absolutely fantastic, and it does blend absolutely fantastic. Okay, this is amazing. All right, so this one. Let's see, this is the polycolor one, this is the watercolor one. No, this is a graphite pencil. Oh, I see, yeah, this was the HB pencil. Just your regular graphite pencil, okay. And then this was the watercolor pencil in color dark sepia. Let's see, just put it down. It's very smooth. It doesn't look brown, it looks rather grayish blackish. So let's take our water brush, and I will try and squeeze some water through. Okay, yeah, it's getting wet. Let's see if we can... Oh, it activates very good with water. But it's not really brown, it's more like a graphite pencil thing, like a water-soluble graphite pencil, I would say. It doesn't look brown like in colored pencil brown. It has a very nice color, but I don't think that this is supposed to be a watercolor colored pencil, but rather a watercolor graphite pencil with some sepia pigment in it. This is a just standard colored pencil in yellow, and ooh, this is very soft too. This has very good coverage again. This is so soft. I really, really like it. So Rembrandt Polycolor from Lyra or Lyra, I don't know how to pronounce it. It says it's from Germany, so I'm gonna pronounce it German and say Lyra. Lyra, something like that. I'm not too sure how to pronounce it. Okay, and then we have the Winsor & Newton Artist Charcoal. Let's see if we can get one out. I don't like using pure charcoal because it's pretty messy. This one is packed into some plastic. It has 3 different thicknesses. We have a very thin one, and we have a medium one, and then we have a thick one. Let's just take one of them like this and just swatch it kind of. And yeah, oh my god. This is so soft. Let's just flip them back in here and close them off again and put them back in here. This is so soft, and I really need to wear gloves with them because I don't want to mess up everything I touch with them. Okay, let's use our blending stump again and see how they blend. And again, they blend like it's nothing. Amazing, awesome. Okay, cool. I really like that. Let's get our black Sakura Sketchbook, and I will go to the very last page because this is always the page where I try my art supplies. It feels very smooth and yeah, a little bit plasticky, I have to admit. So let's see how these behave. What is this? This is white charcoal, so let's see. Ooh. Oh, this is amazing on this paper. I mean, just look at it. Wow. This is very white on this paper. Let's see, can we blend this on this paper? Yeah, it's very smooth, so the color actually has nowhere to grip. So you can blend it, but you kind of just push it around and it doesn't really get into the paper. It just kind of sits on top of it. So you will need a fixative if you work with these colors. This is a white pastel thing. And yeah, you can see this is just kind of not really sticking to the paper too. The paper is too smooth for this. And if you go over with a blending stump, you can almost like erase it. It feels like. This is the Läufer Florett pencil, which actually does almost nothing here. Wait, or is it an eraser? Because it really does nothing on this paper. Yeah, it's an eraser pencil. Okay, that makes more sense. Because I was wondering, because it's a little bit off-white and it has a very weird kind of feel to the nib of it, and I was like, is it an eraser pencil? Is it not? But yes, it is, because there was no color coming off this, and it just kind of roughens up the paper a little bit. So this is an eraser pencil, y'all. This is not a white colored pencil. So far I'm really liking this white coal on it. Let's just, yeah, but it smudges really easily on this very smooth paper. So not the best art supply to use for this sketchbook, but that's okay. That's okay. That's why we try out things. What next? I want to try this one next. This one and my... Yeah, let's use it in this one as well. So these are those watercolor sheets, and the way they work is you can just kind of... I'm not going to use every color, I'm just going to show you the very first page. You can just kind of like open it. You have this like almost wax paper inside of it to prevent like cross-contamination of colors. And then you have your vivid red, cherry blossom, burgundy and saffron, and then when you turn the page there are the next couple of colors, and so on and so forth. So I will be trying these two colors, and the rest of them will work just equal. So no need to swatch all of them. So the way this works is you will use your water tank brush, you will get some water in the nib, and you'll just plop it on there, activate it, and you are good to go. Oh, this is very pigmented. Oh my gosh. This is so pigmented. Like, let's get some water in there and just like see how long we can pull it. Oh my god, this is so pigmented. I didn't realize it was that pigmented. Okay, let's run it even longer. Okay, you can get very far with this. And now you can see that there is a little bit of a lighter thing in there, and that's where I pulled the color from. So actually there is not much color in here, but it's enough to make 10-20 good paintings, I think, and then it's run out. But this is amazing. I'm gonna set this aside and let this dry. Let's use the next one. Let's be a little bit more careful with the color, because this is just... Ooh, this is magenta, and yeah, you can really pull the color far. Okay, amazing, awesome. Let's set this aside to dry. Yeah, and this paper is not really good for water, because it very much just warps and bulges. Like, you can use water in it, but use it sparingly, I would say. Next thing we have is this fine liner, this brush pen from Artspace. This is just a black brush pen. Let's see. It is pretty hard to control, to make thin lines. Like, you can't get it really thin. I don't really like it. It has a weird feeling to it. Like the brush, I am very heavy-handed with brush pens, so I actually like my brush pens to be a little bit on the stiffer side, and this is very soft. So if you are into soft brush pens, this one is for you. This one is not for me, and therefore I will donate it. Next thing, we have the Spectrum Noir art liner in 05. This is a very nice fine liner. I will be keeping it. It feels a little bit light in your hand, but it's a really, really cool art liner. I will keep this one. Okay, next is our CD, metallic, stone, etc. pen. Yeah, this is just a standard like pen, you know, when you've written with something like that. I don't really have a use for it, I think. I will donate this one to you. Okay, so now we have this acrylic pen. I already activated it, so you have to shake it and then you have to press it down and then the ink comes flowing into this nib, and it's kind of a plasticky nib. It kind of feels like the Posca pens from Nib Size here. Let's see how opaque it is. It is pretty opaque, yeah, I would say. Let's see how it dries. This is great. You can get reasonably thin lines with it. It will be hard to fill out bigger chunks of white. I would recommend a bigger brush size, nib size for that. But for small white details or highlights and something, this is pretty good. I like it. Okay, next thing we do, we will swatch those. These are the metallic felt tip pens from Spectrum Noir. And I will only be swatching the... Oh, this one's almost coming out. I will only be swatching the fine liner side, because I feel like the other side is just a brush nib, so I don't need to swatch them. Ooh! The fine liner side is much bigger than I would expect, and this is the brush side. Okay, not too bad. Does it get streaky when you try to cover bigger surface areas? No, it's very wet and therefore it really blends well. Okay, let's see, this was the purple, this is the blue. All right, not too shabby. This is the green. A dark green. This is light green. Can't really see a difference in them. They are slightly different, but not as noticeable. Then we have the red. The red is more like a reddish brown, purplish. And then we have the pink. Okay, yeah, nice. This is a nice color palette, I would say, but I would just use them sparingly for some details. I wouldn't just draw a picture with only those. But that's just me. But yeah, they are nice. They are nice felt tip pens, like non-alcohol based pens. Do they bleed? No, they don't. That's excellent. Okay, so next thing will be these textile brush pens. I mean, they are just felt tip pens basically, and yeah, they behave exactly as you would expect they behave. Nice. Yeah, and then the next thing I am very excited about is actually this stone paper. Or like, no, not stone paper. It is called Sonic Wall. It's not stone paper. I don't know why I said that. I'm gonna use the last of these to try it out. Okay, it is perforated here. And I will take this black Winsor & Newton. And I will... Ooh. This has a very soft brush nib. I will see how many layers I can build up. So this is one layer. It goes on very smooth. Let's see. Didn't bleed. Didn't even ghost. Okay, this is impressive. Let's lather it on. Let's really wet it here, get it going. This is more than I would ever use. And you can see it drying in real time. I really used a lot of it and zoop, now it's dry. The drying time is insane. It didn't bleed. It didn't bleed, it didn't ghost, nothing. Like I made a huge mess out of it. Let's go over that one again. With a second very, very thick coat. Again, you can see the reflection where it's still wet. Kind of like here in the middle, and now you can see it drying in real time. This is not sped up. This is real time footage. And it's dry. Okay, these are two very thick layers. Nothing on the other side. Nothing. This is awesome. Layer number 3. This is more pigment than I would ever put on a paper. I'm gonna leave it there. If this doesn't show through, nothing will. And it's dry. Nothing. Like not even a hint. I can just flip over it. I can feel that it's still a little bit moist, but yeah, I have a little bit of residue. But like, it doesn't smudge. Now it's completely dry. It doesn't smudge, it doesn't bleed, it doesn't ghost, nothing. This paper is amazing. The ArtSpace Sonic Wall 100% bleed proof paper is in fact 100% bleed proof. This is not a prank. This is not a scam. This is legit. I am so amazed by this paper. Wow. And now for reference, because I know that some of you will be saying, well, you didn't put enough. Let's use this paper. I know that this is shit for alcohol markers, but just to prove to you, this is indeed an alcohol marker. I flipped the page, like the single page, because it'll bleed like crazy. So let's just lather it up here, like I did with the other paper. And it's bled right through. See? That's what's happening with alcohol markers with regular paper. But this one, the Sonic wallpaper, like nothing. Nothing. And this is still wet too. This still has a shine to it. So not only does alcohol marker dry way faster on this paper than on this one, it also like doesn't bleed. Look at it. This is what normally happens. This is only one layer. I put like 3 or 4 layers, thick layers onto here. And there is nothing on the other side. You can't even see it when you hold it against the light. Like nothing. This is truly amazing. I am so amazed by it. Wow. Okay, great. Just out of curiosity, will those metallic pens, will they show up on black paper? Yes, they do. They do indeed show up. Oh, sorry, this wasn't in frame at all. This was the pink quartz. This is the red garnet. Let's see. Okay, it's a little bit darker here, but because I have light coming from that way towards the paper, it reflects very much. So it shows up a little bit. Oh, but when it dries, it actually gets lighter. Oh, that's interesting. Okay, this is the green. Ooh, this is gorgeous. This is the light green. Then we have the jade green. Ooh, this is amazing too. These pens are so good on black paper. I am actually amazed. This is blue. Ooh. And because the paper is so smooth, they go down very, very nicely. And this is the purple. This is very dark. Let's see if it lightens up. And also it doesn't ghost or anything. Plus, let's try this acrylic paint pen. Let's try this too. Let's see. Let's just write test here. And yeah, I think this is amazing. So you can do a whole lot of cool art with these markers on this paper, and I think this is better suited for like these brush pens and the acrylic paints, and maybe gouache, because this paper is so smooth that the charcoal won't stick to it. So I think it's actually very good for this. Okay, this was the swatching of most of the art supplies that we got in this Upcrate box. I will be using all of those art supplies throughout my art journey for sure, and you will see some of the art that I create with those art supplies for sure. I don't know if I will make a YouTube video over everything that I draw, but I will be posting on Instagram and I will be doing other stuff with it for sure. So if you liked that video, I will be very, very happy for you to give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, leave a comment down below of which of these art supplies you want to try the most and which of these art supplies you want to see in action from me. I will be very delighted to just try everything and make videos about it. That's it for now. Thank you so much for watching. Like and subscribe if you haven't already. And I will see you in my next video. Bye!